Okay, now. So, as I was saying last night, yeah, here. For the Silent Hill 2 mop-up, the VTuber model is going to be off, just for consistency with the bots. But once we finish Born from a Wish and swap over to Ocarina of Time, she'll be back. So, let's get spooky, right? First question is, where did I install it? Abandonware, right? Yeah. Excuse me. Okay. Let's go.
When I woke up, I was all alone. Everyone's gone. Is it because of those monsters? What do I do now? Do I fight and live? Or do those monsters get me? I don't have any reason to go on living. But I'm scared to die. I'm so afraid of pain. Should I run away? I want to find somebody. I don't like being alone. But is there anyone left alive?
Alright, so we have a revolver with one bullet. Just double checking my audio on my end. No, it's saved, okay. Been a hot minute. Gotta start a new life, baby. Got a health drink at least. What are you looking at now? Health drink? Was it select? No. I just can't remember what the map button was. Ah, there we go. It's downstairs. Thing over yonder. Ooh. Shit's locked, baby. Excuse me, any demonic strippers down here? Wait. Someone has stuck gum into the lock. I can't open it from this side. It's Twitter speak. Oh yeah. Pyramid Head be Be silly as fuck, yo. First aid kit. Chinese cleaver. Oh no. It's Foggy's dicks. I don't remember the exact path of progression for this. I have a vague memory that I'm supposed to find some house, but you know, but damned if I know what house it is. Give me that health drink. God damn it. Is this the, no, this is the hospital. There's nothing for me to do in the hospital. Cal, when will Pyramid Head come home from war? Excuse me. Excuse me. Take that ammo. What did I say? You have to remember, I'm dumb. I don't even remember what I said. I know I said Pyramid Head come home from war, but... Oh! Well, I mean, I still want to know when he'll come home from war, as in, like, when will Konami re-release Silent Hill 2 on, like, at least re-release the PC version on GOG. I mean, I do want Pyramid Head Senpai to notice me, but more importantly, I'd like to give Konami my money so I could legally buy Silent Hill 2 on PC without having to resort to abandonware. Just throw it up on GOG! Nobody cares if you make it run or not. And if you leave it in the same shitty state you left it in, just put it up on GOG so we can give you money. The modders will take care of the rest, goddammit. It's like a much better remaster than that fucking HD collection. And I will stand by these statements. And I'm sure, you know, the remaster can only improve too, or this version can only improve too, because I believe the modding team is still hard at work trying to make it even better. And iron out some bugs. Yeah, exactly. And do a much better job at remastering it than the people you hired to do it. Like, apparently, I guess the original PC version, a lot of the textures or cinematics or stuff like that were considerably lower than the PS2 version. So, like, the modders ripped assets from the PlayStation 2 version of the game to get them to run. Hey, Jerry! No! Sorry to hear that you're stuck in endless pre-roll ad. That's unfortunate. You just finished Squid Game, and you're not okay, so you choose to watch me play one of the most depressing games of all time. But I do appreciate that you're here, and I'll take that you're not okay right now as is more endorsement for watching Squid Game, which I still have not done. Oh, don't you love it when that happens? When you call the big plot twist as a joke? I don't think so. I think maybe somebody compared Mario Party to Squid Game or something. Um, that's about it. I mean, there's Illbleed where you could die. It's like a game show. Like, I called the plot twist of Old Boy as a joke about a half an hour into the movie. I was horrified. I also called the plot twist of Suicide Club about 5 minutes into the movie. That was fucking hilarious. So it's basically Shy Guy Says. There's probably something like that, but no, I don't think it was me. Almost everything for me has just been primarily horror lately. Like mopping shit up until there's a couple other things. Like a handful of other games, but a lot of it has mostly been Mario Party. Because it's... Oh no! I still haven't watched it yet, because I'm a lazy shit. No! Get away from me, I hate you. Oh, come on! Your fucking radius is floaty. I can see it. Yeah, I had some good eats. How about you, Jerry? How was your Turkey Day, if you celebrated it? Dead? Frantic candy licking simulator. Lock is broken and I cannot open it. Nice. I'm not really a fan of most Thanksgiving food, so I just primarily gorged myself on chicken nuggets like a responsible adult. And also White Castle sliders. Also like a responsible adult. Although, of course, I am now out of nugs and White Castle. So I may want to order groceries when I'm done streaming today. So I can have some delicious, delicious nugs. Maybe some chicken patties. Yeah, it only has the one ending. But for base Silent Hill 2, we got the Leave ending. I was just kind of playing it, trying to play it as naturally as possible, or at least like how I naturally play it. Although it probably would have been fitting, or at least traumatizing to any first-time viewer of Silent Hill 2 if we got in-water ending as our first playthrough, first ending. At least I'm pretty sure Born from Wish only has the one ending. I've only played it once, and it was like 5-6 years ago, I think. Got a whiteboard.
Is somebody there?
Yep.
Open up. Hello?
Stop it. You're disturbing me.
Thank God. I finally found somebody. Can you open the door?
No.
FBI, open up!
Thank you, Cal.
Is it really necessary for me to answer all your tedious questions?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I want to be alone. Other people just irritate me.
I just want to see another human face. Do you know what's happening in this town? There's no one here. Just monsters.
Yes, I know. But so what? It has nothing to do with me. No one here means there's no one to disturb me.
You want to be alone in this insane asylum?
Yes, exactly. But how can you say that it's this town that's insane? Perhaps it's we who are insane. Both of us. Hopelessly insane.
Speak the truth, Cassie.
Are you satisfied? Would you leave me alone?
My name is Maria. What's your name?
Ernest.
Hemingway?
How's it going, Kinger?
Baldwin.
Ernest? I'll be back.
Yeah, we're gonna finish off Silent Hill 2 and then hop over to Ocarina of Time 3D. Where I will be the supreme waifu. It's locked. No, I've played Ocarina of Time and Ocarina of Time 3D before. Ocarina of Time was my first Zelda game. Way back when. Christmas 98. And it was an Extra Life incentive game. So that'll be fun. I think most of the Extra Life incentive games were stuff that I've played before. There's like a handful of exceptions like Disco Elysium, but for the most part, the bulk of the incentive games that I set up are ones that I've played before. Although there were some others that I hadn't played before that I was looking forward to playing. Like I had bought Metroid Dread and I was planning on doing it post Back to Ghoul. And I decided to throw it as an incentive stream, but nobody donated to get me to play Metroid Dread, so it is temporarily on hold for the time being.
Ernest? Are you there? No. I guess not.
Like, I had briefly played A Link to the Past at some friend's house when I was a kid. It was like, I think maybe even my sister's friend's kid brother. But I didn't know much about it. I didn't even really pay attention to what the game was, and I never really looked into it after that. And then Ocarina of Time. I don't even think I asked for Ocarina of Time for Christmas, and my parents just gave it to me. They're like, this seems like something he would enjoy. I definitely do plan on getting to Dread at some point. It's just a matter of when, because right now the Extra Life games and Back to Ghoul Mop Up is taking priority. Speaking of which, I should update that list because some Mad Ladder Lass. Did I already update it? Yes, I did. Because some Mad Ladder Lass donated more today, which is pretty cool. Strike out. So, the stuff that was unlocked via Extra Life incentive was Corpse Party Rebuilt, Quake, Majora's Mask, Fatal Frame 5, Bloodborne, Conquers Bad Fur Day, Bubsy Woolly Strike Back, 999, Portal, Blood Omen, Kingdom Hearts 1 on Proud Mode, Disco Elysium, Balan Wonderworld, which we started yesterday, Ocarina of Time, Symphony of the Night, and Final Fantasy VIII. And then, like, the stuff that's in progress, I need to mop up Silent Hill 2, which we're doing now. We already finished Dillbleed. Alien Isolation, Dusk, Forgive Me Father, Shin Megami Tensei 5, and then I also have to do from Back to Ghoul Channel Point Redemptions, Resident Evil Gaiden, Resident Evil Dead Aim, and Countdown Vampires. It's quite a list. I do, yes. I set a goal where if either some crazy motherfucker donated $2,000 or if my team managed to raise a total of $2,000, I would replay the entirety of Balan Wonderworld. And for the record, as of this morning with that additional donation, me and my team have managed to raise $2,967. So, we fucking smashed our goddamn record. We smashed our goal, and I'm very proud of what we managed to accomplish. Where? Oh, where is the fucking door that I need to go? Do I need to go back out front, maybe? I remember being a thing. Like, the fact that we're almost close to even raising $3,000 is really impressive. And the fact that, you know, we did it, like, on our own and everything. So it's like me, Q, Niku, Kat, Lee, Natalie, Flower, Renzi, Gino, and, you know, with additional help and like, shout outs and direction from, like, VLC and Mama, and Tori, and Rio, and Lou. It was really cool. So I'm, like, really proud of the shit that we did, and I'm looking forward to next year's Extra Life as well. There's gotta be a door that I missed. Yeah, the Extra Life donations are still happening. Like, basically, like... Extra Life. I believe donations don't properly close until sometime in December. But that's how come somebody donated $60 today for me to play Final Fantasy VIII.
Ernest? Are you there?
But the big game day was a few weeks ago.
No. I guess not.
But there's nothing really stopping anybody from just constantly having Extra Life readily available for donations and whatnot. Where the fuck do I go? Not yet, Gino. I really wanted to do it on Extra Life, but now it's just because it didn't happen. At some point, I'm gonna get a tabletop like multiplayer thing together. That should be fun. Because Lee has it, you have it, Kat has it. I'm sure some other people have it. I did play a shit ton of Triple Triad, yeah. And it'll happen again. For some reason, there's a ladder in the fireplace leading up. Hey, here we go. Along the way, I can see something that looks like a hole. I mean, there was also plenty of non-Triple Triad, but, you know, a lot of it was Triple Triad at a red board. And, you know, to be fair, I am going to do a fuck ton of Triple Triad when I do FF8 again. This Triple Triad's fucking amazing. It's the best goddamn minigame in Final Fantasy history, in my opinion. There's a square depression in the center of the tombstone. Above that is a carefully carved epitaph.
Insane combo!
What the fuck? Kinger! With the 50 for Extra Life, you fucking Chad. Well, now I gotta add Dread to the list. Hold on. Holy shit, thank you, Kinger. Holy shit. Thank you, dude. It means a lot just because extra life is important to me. Just because it helps out sick kids and all that, and I like the fact that like it's for a good cause. That everybody was able to rally together to do some cool shit. Along the way, you died joy. All that remains is despair and a future of meaningless tomorrows. But I will never give up. One, to see your beautiful smile again. One, to beg the blessing of the gods. I wait for that day. When the boards cover all sadness too will be covered. But until my dreams return to reality, I will have to swallow all the pain. There's a key firmly embedded in the stone beneath the depression. No matter how I try, I can't pull it out. Well, shit, since my Saturday slot is TBD, I might start Dread on Saturday. The whiteboard under the hole. I don't know the order. Board isn't been inserted. Open holes in the board are still overlapping. I can still see the other side. Shit! And I'm now over for the moon. Thank you so much, Kinger. We have fucking crushed it! Use. You dirty fuck! Oh. Right, 90 degrees to the right. Fuck. I appreciate it. Alright, hold on. The goal is to make it so that no blue is visible. So my main thing is just I need to really remember how shit looks. Okay. I think 90 degrees to the right with this one. Ah, shit. I didn't want to do that. Whatever, it's fine. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. It's right or left? I think right. No, I want to do left. I think. Because I think I did right before. Yes, that's what I want. Okay. Yes! I'm a smart boy. I also did, Essia key. Engraved with the Essia flowers. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. Found embedded on the stone slab. Alright. All the walks downstairs are busted. Oh, excellent. Hold on. I think I just have to... Yeah, okay. That's busted. Oh, I see the door. I see the door. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I was very, very, very fortunate to have a bunch of mad lads and lasses like yourself donate. But I'm just so happy that anybody donates to anybody. Doesn't even have to be part of the Goon Squad cup matches. Because, like I said, you know, it's helping out sick kids. So it's like, it's really cool. I'm so happy to see, like, so many people banding together for a really, really good cause. I think collectively, Extra Life has raised over like $10 million. Not just this year, but just in general.
Don't move her.
Since its inception. And that's incredible. Hey. There's a candle here. Did get matches. Only 2 or 3 matches are left. How can you only... Whatever. It's fine. It's a pile of junk. Stack on the floor. Junk. Something below the chair. It's a birthday card. To my dearest daddy, happy birthday from Amy Baldwin.
Monster combo!
What the fuck? Kinger, you fucking mad lad. Thank you for the additional $40 donation to Extra Life. Jesus. What was that? Oh, you didn't pick an incentive. Well, Kinger, since you're here, you want it to be Quiet Man, Actraiser, Eternal Darkness, or Power Drill Massacre? Otherwise, I'm just gonna RNG it. Random name picker. Good. Well, Power Drill Massacre. Right. Okay. If you, I mean, you already have an open invitation to Phasmo at any point, though. So, like, if we're doing Phasmo and there's an open slot, you always have an invitation. So it's up to you. If you want that to be Phasmo, then yeah, we'll do a Phasmo session at some point in the near future, and we'll bring you along. But you always have an open invitation. Well, thank you. That said, hypothetically, if we did the random name picker, let's see what you would get. Display capture. The Power Drill, Eternal Darkness, Quiet Man, and ActRaiser. Pick a random name. Fuck off. Hey, it's Power Drill Massacre. Oh boy. Oh yeah. I don't want that to be that. Gotta go back to Silent Hill 2, baby. Back to Baldwin.
Give it to my daddy.
Okay. Well, thank you again, Kinger, you fucking mad lad. Oh, Jesus. Get out of here! Well, I'm actually kind of glad that you picked Phasmo and as opposed to random name picker, mostly because of the fact that Power Drill Massacre is going to be frustrating as fuck. Hey, where'd you go? Also, it is a puppet combo game, yes. However, unlike like Murder House, it's the entire game is like RNG and there's like no saves, so it's just basically you stumble around through a maze trying to find stuff and hope to not get got. Well, not all the games are suffering. Like, I love Eternal Darkness. And ActRaiser looks like it fucking slaps. So whether or not that gets redeemed or whatever, that's going to be on the channel at some point. Get off me! I want to fucking... Whatever. I don't want to get bit by bugs anymore. Get out of here. Mostly going to be suffering through Kingdom Hearts on Proud Mode and Bubsy. Because I'm not really a Kingdom Hearts fan. And I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 1 in 20 years, which is the only game that I have played, really. And the only game that I probably could say I kind of like. And it definitely wasn't on Proud Mode. So that's going to be probably frustrating. Bubsy is also going to be frustrating, but at the very least, it's a 2-hour game. And The Quiet Man is also hella short. And even though it's a terrible game, it is fucking hilarious. The Quiet Man is one of those games that, hypothetically in concept, could have been interesting and could have been like a good game. But the execution is so fucking terrible. And the game is so up its own ass that it's hilarious. Disco Elysium is gonna be interesting. I've been looking forward to going through that at some point, and now I have an excuse to go through it. Didn't I stomp you? Fucking Buttsbot. I love Buttsbot, but it's also so stupid. Wait, is everything busted down here? Yeah, it is. Except for that hallway. What are you looking at? Looking out the window? Also, Kinger, I don't know if you've been keeping up with the Phasmo updates, but there's a lot of cool shit in the pipe, it looks like. Voodoo doll, tarot cards, summoning circles, music box. Nobody knows what any of this shit does. Like, by voodoo dolls, I mean the voodoo dolls are getting overhauled. Like, completely overhauled. It seems as though you can use voodoo dolls now to trigger ghost interactions, and summoning circles appear. So, from the looks of the video, the brief teaser that they showed, it looks like summoning circles will allow you to summon a ghost, which will make getting a photograph a bit easier. Music box, nobody fucking knows. Tarot cards, the assumption is that it's going to probably function similar to the Ouija board. But again, nobody knows. Lost memories. I have the strongest trust. You may even call it faith in the miracle called resurrection of the dead. Upon the hill where the light descended, the beast intoned his song, with words of blood, drops of mist, and the vessel of night. The grave become an open field. The people wept in fear and joy at the reunion, but my faith in the salvation of, I don't know how to pronounce that, did not waver. It is also spoken of in the ancient legends. The original worshippers did not believe that death was the end, but that it was simply the path by which the deceased returned to nature. They also believed that the process was reversible. There's something imprinted towards the bottom of the page. Did Ernest write this? What could it mean? Blood, red. Mist, white. Night, black. It's possible. There's a bunch of other shit that they also have in the pipe, but they haven't shown it off yet, but they're really kind of going ham, finally adding a shit ton of content. Mostly because of the fact that they had that team expansion. So they're actually able to work on bug fixes and content simultaneously.
Do you know a little girl named Amy?
Why do you ask me that?
This letter. To my dearest daddy. It's from a girl named Amy Baldwin. Your daddy?
Yes. Where'd you find that?
Up in the attic.
Oh. What a fool. Now, when it's too late, I finally understand why. Why she was there. why she was holding that empty envelope when she fell.
Ernest. Amy. She isn't... I'm sorry. I'm sorry I reminded you.
No need to apologize. You didn't remind me. I've never forgotten. Maria, some things we forget, and some things we can never forget. It's funny. I'm not sure which one is sadder. It's been 10 years, but I still...
Ernest, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
No, it's fine. Maria, that letter.
I'll leave it here.
Thanks. Maria? So you must be... That's why you could see me.
Huh?
So perhaps that means that I can hope for a miracle as well.
What do you mean?
Oh, the cinematic's still on.
In the apartment next door, there's a bottle containing a white liquid. I don't know exactly where it is, but I know it's in there somewhere. I must have it.
You... want me to get it for you?
Please.
Why don't you just get it yourself?
If I could, believe me, I would. But
White?
I'll open the stairway door.
Ernest, do you really believe it will work?
I don't know.
Well, that's okay. I don't mind fighting for an impossible cause. Anyway, it beats just giving up and doing nothing.
Maria, thank you.
Assuming we're talking to, who we think we're talking to. There's a clock here, but it looks like it's not running anymore. This won't do me any good. Yeah, but what are you looking at? Oh, it's the Ed Kit. Pick it up! Oh no, that's the present. Oh, okay. So we just left it here. Although it's a little weird that we're looking at it. There. It's busted. Lock is borked. Now that's unlocked. Where does that lead? Oh, that leads back to the living room. Nice. Hey, now we have the Maria photo. super high-res Maria photo. Holy shit. Hey! Cheeky fuck. Can't pass through here, it's blocked by a wall. What stairway door is he talking about then? Oh, it's that one, probably. I gotta also look into if the PC versions of Silent Hill 3 and 4 have enhanced edition mods. Not today, no. I did a little pre-Black Friday shopping. Via a couple online deals, because some games were pretty dirt cheap. And I had a little bit of spare scratch. Like I picked up Monkey Ball, Persona 5 Strikers. Although I still need to, I want to track down the Steelbook, the PS4 Steelbook for that. And Tales of Arise, because that was on sale as well. Amy Baldwin. She was loved too much by God. 7 years was not enough time. That's about it. I've been... Normally around Black Friday I don't have too much money, or like just due to one reason or another. And this year was especially a little tricksy. Since on top of wanting to save up money for the holidays, for various reasons, I had to drop some extra money for JoJo's neutering. Which is pretty brutal. I wish Monkey Ball Anniversary had online support, because like when it first got announced I got really excited at the idea of doing online monkey bowling with people. But it turns out it's offline multiplayer only, so I was very sad by that. He's doing good. He's going stir crazy. He's got so much pent up energy because I have to keep him isolated and kind of locked up in his kennel almost all day. In order to make sure both incisions heal properly, since the neutering process was far more invasive due to the crypto-orchidism, I think it's pronounced. I don't remember. But TLDR, for those unaware, basically apparently it's a phenomenon with dogs. I don't know if it can happen with cats too. Where one or both testicles refuses to drop, and it basically kind of hangs out inside the abdomen or on the pathway to drop to the sac, basically. And it's not good when that happens. In JoJo's case, it was thankfully only one. Keep out of Haunted Mansion. But it can cause testicular torsion, and overall it increases the likelihood of a dog getting testicular cancer. The various vet websites that I was reading up on this about said it's like your pet is 13 times more likely to get testicular cancer if you don't get them neutered. You don't get this procedure done. And I was planning on getting JoJo neutered anyway, just because of the fact that it would, be cheaper in the long run, since in Los Angeles having an unneutered dog is more expensive to keep licensed every year, among other things. But the fact that, and the neutering cost was free, white liquid, due to the plan I was on, but because he had this crypto-orchidism thing, I ended up having to drop, like, damn near close to $400 shortly after just starting back at Respawn after being on unemployment for so long. It was pretty brutal. Oh, weird. I think this is a bug where it's accidentally selecting the wrong image for saves. Yeah, I'm really glad we got the Anniversary remake as well. I wonder if there's anything else I can get in the apartment. So basically, has to be on recovery for about 2 weeks, which is, I think, the standard neutering recovery period anyway. But just has to be extra cautious because he has double incisions, one in his groin and one in his abdomen. Remove the testicle that refused to drop. Yeah, okay. In the first week, he was basically completely, like, doped up on painkillers and sedatives to try to keep him a bit calmer as he healed during the recovery process. However, those only lasted about a week. So this week, he's been, unmedicated. And even last week, he kept fighting the sedatives and medication and whatnot because he really, really, really just wants to play. He's a 7-month-old puppy, so, it's in their nature. They just want to romp around and have fun. And he can't do the things that he wants to do, like play ball and play with Shadow and stuff. But now he's even a little more bonkers because of the lack of a sedative. Shit. But he will be close to fully healed on Monday. I have a digital vet appointment where presumably they're going to ask for follow-up stuff. Disgusting. But I'm hoping that I can take his stupid cone off, because he is so clumsy with it. Hopefully this means I can let him kind of, like, run around outside a bit more. Start taking him on walks again. Burn off that puppy energy. Play ball with him. Because for the most part, he's just very sad that he's got to be locked up all day. And I'm like, poor baby. And he doesn't understand that it's for his own benefit, his safety. Part of me feels like I'm burning through too much ammo, but I know this scenario is relatively short, and there's not much you can do. Oh, hey, this is where we fight Pyramid Head as James. I wonder if there's anything down here? No, I was kind of hoping that there'd be, like, you should take me to the alley that runs to the park. But first, I'd better take care of my promise to Ernest. Okay, so presumably we're going to have to go back through here later. I just wanted to see if there's anything cool that we could get. Look from the other side. But he is still a baby boy who's slowly learning. More criminal. Got a map of the apartment building. You'd make so much money as a locksmith, used box repair, bookbinding, and plumbing service. Being in Silent Hill. Get away from me, I hate you. Speaking of war criminal, Jojo is making some noise and looking at me as if he has to go potty. So I shall be RB, chat. Excuse me, sir. Which way to the restroom? Well, it's a good thing you asked me. You first want to go through the haunted hospital. Here are 3 tablets. Then you make your way down the road and solve another quick puzzle. And then you may take a shit. Up the mountain of doom. Yeah, exactly. Pyramid Head knows when you are sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you gotta take a shit. Yo, I got your fucking jar of cum, dude.
Thank you, Maria. That's the only item I couldn't get myself. By the time I found out about it, I could no longer leave this house. So long.
Yes, but Will...
Maria, the gods are here. You know it too. You were born in this town.
I'm not sure God is the right word.
Do you believe in fate?
Not really.
That's fine then.
Oni-chan, find me a bathroom. Yeah.
Ernest, can I open this?
This is a dead end. There's nothing beyond here.
I know. So, what if I had said I believed in fate?
That James. He's a bad man.
Damn right I am.
James... Yes. I know.
Oh, thank you for the quote.
He's looking for the you that isn't you.
Because he's kind? Do you know something?
Yes. Maria, you're...
Anyway, that's just what you think. You don't really know anything. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh my god, he isn't there.
James.
Mary? No, you're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend? My name is Maria.
Yeah, we did it! Done with Silent Hill 2, finally! Took way too long because I was a lazy shit. G fucking G. I am very, very happy. I fucking love this game. I just wish Konami would do right by it. Oh, man. Well, now the next time I do this, Silent Hill 2 will probably game for one of the other endings, but that's not going to be for a while, since, again, the Extra Life shit, and, channel point rewards, all sorts of crap, and when it comes to Silent Hill, I wanna kind of go through the rest of the franchise before we revisit 2 for more endings. So that should be fun. But once the credits are wrapped, I'll start setting up for Ocarina of Time. Speak of the devil. Oh yeah, this is the enhanced edition credits, so we'll let this run through too. Although I am going to lower the volume even further, just in case Twitch decides to cuck me because of that shitty fucking rap song that samples this song. I really, genuinely do not wish to get cucked. This Twitch's bots are pretty dumb. Very dumb. And Twitch support is useless. Like, I threw in the appeal based on the fact that the song in question is not in Toy Tinker Simulator, but I'm sure that once again, just like the previous times, I am not going to hear shit. Oh, that would not surprise me in the slightest, Gino. Not one bit. Because a lot of companies and a lot of individuals take advantage of how awful the copyright systems are on YouTube and Twitch. Which itself is a problem. And I get that, you know, Twitch and YouTube and other companies need to try to protect their asses. So that's why they have the automated system. However, when you file an appeal with Twitch, right? You should fucking at least hear back. Twitch, so far in the 3 instances where I've been hit with a false copyright claim on Twitch and my VOD has been muted, I've filed the appeal and Twitch just never gets back to me. And by the time the VOD expires, they still haven't gotten back to me. So it's like it's kind of shit. I need to double check, but I going forward, just to be on the safe side, especially to have like YouTube VODs or whatever, I really should record my streams locally as well. Not on Twitch, no. I don't have any copyright strikes on Twitch. What Twitch does, if they detect allegedly copyrighted audio, they mute that portion of your VOD. And you physically cannot unmute it, and even if you were to download the VOD itself, it's muted permanently. You can try to appeal this, but just every single time this has happened, Twitch has never gotten back to me. So, for example, a couple years ago, for like BRB stream screen or the intro screen, I decided to stick Promise Reprise or just general Silent Hill music, right? And I got hit with copyrighted audio for playing Silent Hill music. Now, if it was from Konami or Akira Yamaoka's group or the company that represents Konami or Akira Yamaoka, that's fine. I don't care. It's the nature of the beast, but you know, it's their music, right? But I wasn't hit for that. I was hit because some guy decided to sample Promise Reprise for his rap song. So Twitch's automated copyright robot thought I was playing that rap song when I'm not. It's music from the fucking game. So I sent them this. Nothing. I don't hear anything. And the VOD expires and it's gone forever. And then last year during Back to Ghoul, part of my Dead Space VOD got muted for the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star bit at the start of Dead Space. And again, if it was from like EA or Visceral Games or the company that handles the release of that music, cool, fine, whatever. It sucks, but you know, nothing you can do about it. But no, again, it was somebody sampling that from Dead Space. And I got hit with a copyright claim for it. Or not claim, but a copyright thingy. So it's like, my VOD got muted. And it's like, this is bullshit. File the appeal. 60 days pass. Twitch hasn't said anything. VOD is gone. And then earlier this year, when I streamed Unearthed, The Tale of Ibn Battuta, which I know does have some copyright shenanigans with the live-action footage, because apparently the live-action footage used in Unearthed is directly from some Saudi Arabian movie. That happened to me on YouTube. But no, I was hit for a different song entirely that was claiming it was from some Harry Potter thing. And it's like, no, it wasn't. And I file an appeal. And once again, Twitch doesn't do anything, and the VOD's gone. And now in this instance with Toy Tinker Simulator, my part of the VOD is muted because it claims that some song is in it, right? And I look up the song and I can't fucking find it anywhere for the life of me in order to like test it or whatever, right? Like to see, hey, maybe Toy Tinker Simulator is using this song, right? I can't find it fucking anywhere. So I then decide to reboot up Toy Tinker Simulator and check the credits of the game, right? Because they have to credit every single fucking song that they've used. And that song isn't anywhere in the fucking... That song is not anywhere in the fucking credits. So either one of the songs used in Toy Tinker Simulator sampled this other song, and I don't know about it, or this other song sampled a song that happened to be used in Toy Tinker Simulator, because none of the music in Toy Tinker Simulator was recorded for Toy Tinker Simulator. Or the bot is just fucked up entirely. I already filed the appeal, but more likely than not, what is going to happen is 60 days from now, that VOD is going to still be muted, and it's going to disappear forever, and Twitch is never going to get back to me. I am half tempted to just manually contact Twitch and be like, yo, I think I did that for Dead Space, or maybe Unearthed or something, where I manually contacted Twitch support and they didn't even fucking, like, get back to me. Like, Twitch support is genuinely awful. It is fucking abysmal. Like, YouTube support can be pretty bad, but they at least get back to you. Twitch support doesn't do shit. Well, no, the current workaround that I'm thinking of doing is just recording shit locally on top of streaming. I just need to get into the habit of pressing the record button, or maybe set up something with OBS or Streamlabs or whatever in order to record locally while I'm streaming it. So this way, also hypothetically, like, the YouTube VOD won't have any distortion if there's any drop frames or anything like that. So, you know. Yeah, that checks out, Jerry. It's fucking awful. I have a decent amount of storage space. I do need to invest in more storage, because even after I upload videos to YouTube, I have been keeping the VODs on my external hard drive. And I just need to, get into the process of just copying shit over. I do want to get more externals and more other, like, hard drives and whatnot in order to back stuff up. But, let me just throw all of this. Like, right now, on my external hard drive, I have a folder just for Twitch footage. And that folder is currently sitting... Some of it's a lot of older stuff, which I don't plan on uploading to YouTube because it's a lot of incomplete shit or whatever. But that's currently sitting at about 1 terabyte of space on my 4 terabyte external. So I do need to get another hard drive at some point. Yeah, that's the benefit. Hard drives are relatively cheap. Anyways, enough bitching. I'm gonna hit the BRB screen so I can use the restroom real quick and set up Ocarina of Time. Yeah, so see you in a little bit.